Hey guys, SeanB, and today we are playing with Odin. He got buffed and I think he is going to make a comeback in a lot of different ways. Use all of your knowledge to attack while ignoring the enemy defense and having attribute advantage. So what does it mean? Right now, look at the target. There are two fire units and they are both having the green arrow. It means you get a bit more damage. Try to hit a target that has a red arrow using like maybe a copper. If you hit a water unit, you do a bit more damage compared to hitting a fire unit using copper. And you also get free 15% crit rate on your unit. My Odin has 86 crit rate, but because of this green arrow that you're seeing, he's having 100% crit rate against all of the target in front of him. Doesn't matter who they are. So we're gonna do this. Boom. Ignore defense on a fire unit with max crit rate, which is really good. And you know what this also means? Okay, let me try to destroy this guy. Man, I'm using a very old school defense right now. Oh, Odin's getting attacked. Oh my god, what can I do? Oh, I got 5 stack now. Oh, I can ignore defense. Oh, no. Boom. And we are good to go. So this is a very old school defense, but it kind of fades away due to the fact that it's very easily counter by using a water unit and a Triana in the past. So Odin will hit the water unit and then Triana will protect the water unit, and then you can just proceed to kill everything very easily. Remember when Theresa was the best defense monster because you can't tell who Theresa is going to target. The same with Odin. He might target a fire unit, he might target a water unit, you cannot know. So he target a fire unit, but then he go back to target a water unit because he doesn't have the green arrow anymore. You see that? He's back seeing the enemy with green arrows. He might target Kaki. He target Kaki because Kaki has defense perk as well. But you get what I mean. The target is now random, makes him a much more potent threat on defense. So I feel like nowadays if you want to hit an Odin defense, you might have to run a reviver because you don't know who he's going to hit, and he's going to crit a fire unit too. It doesn't really matter. So with a reviver, at least you can bring back that unit. And oh my god, this is going to be scary. And he can steal the will runes from the unit that he killed too. Oh my god. Oh my. Scary. A viable stat can make it even worse because a viable stat can give him constant buff and also debuff. Makes Odin really scary. Will the Odin defense come back with the Saurion, which we have been seeing for months and seasons before, or will it come back with Kakano being the leader for the team? Because Bastet is not exactly very fast in terms of base speed, so outspeeding an Odin defense is still rather easy. But with Kacano leader skilled up might be harder. Oh look, I just demolished that Kakano with full certainty. Yeah, with full certainty. And we're gonna do this. So I wonder, the Saurion or Odin who's gonna come back to this defense? And how would you counter an Odin and you don't know who is going to hit? Will it be a full HP comp that's so tanky? It doesn't matter who he hits. It doesn't really matter because that unit is gonna be so tanky. But most Odin, like mine, is on a Vile build, not exactly focused on attack and crit damage. So I really wonder what kind of Odin we are going to see. Is it going to be full attack? Is it going to be hybrid? Is it going to be super tanky? To bait people in, trying to one-shot Odin with like a wind demon. And you just go in, snipe Odin with some sort of a fire one-shot unit and call it a day. Alright, we're gonna try to finish off this Changpeng easily. Lessening the crit rate requirement is also pretty good because you need to crit with Odin. If you're not critting with Odin, you got a problem. All right, can I finish that? So good, man. It's hitting fire with full certainty is just absolutely amazing. Yeah. So the way to deal with Odin is probably going to be the same as the team in the past, but make sure that if you have a Triana in the team, it should be tanky enough to deal with Odin on a triple HB build and maybe some damage reduction from wind as well. So that if Odin decides to hit your Triana, then your Triana can survive and deal with the upcoming debuff from Bastet and Commune. And then you don't want to have any will runes on the rest of the gang because Odin can steal the will rune and killing Odin will be much more difficult. So let's go right in. In the past, you only have to worry about not having will on, oh my god, on the water unit, because god damn it, attack debuff. Because Odin used to only hit water, but now he can hit fire. And that debuff was really annoying, by the way. But if you kill Odin with Raki, you're gonna be okay. So this is one way to deal with it. I'm not sure if my trainer can tank the Odin though. Like, I'm not exactly sure. But that's one way to deal with it. Yeah, that's one way to deal with it. And then you slowly deal with the rest of the enemy team over here. Kamoon and Bastet can still be very, very annoying. If it's a Kakano, then Odin would not have 5 stack at the start because Kakano doesn't provide any buff to the team. So that might be a little bit different if it was Kakano, right? But Kamoon and Bastet is also very annoying because Bastet can have defense break and Kamoon can be built with good damage to really mess you up. Really mess you up. And now we're gonna try to kill, let's say we're trying to kill this guy. Boom, boom. So it's gonna take a while if it's Kamoon and it's not Kakano. But let's see what can Kakano do for the Odin comp, yeah? Not exactly sure. Oh, the Kamoon is gonna hit quite hard though, right? Oh, I survive. The artifact helps a lot. So it depends on the Odin artifact as well. Because it's gonna be random target, so it's gonna be harder to rune up Odin with artifact according to the element. Because you won't know which one he's gonna hit anyway. But I think the problem with not having Will Rune is that you have to deal with this variation sooner or later because Kamoon is a thing of the past, Kakano is the future. So if Kakano go absolutely crazy turn 1 and pop all your passive or it's just gonna destroy somebody, then it's gonna be real tough. And after you kill Odin, assuming you can kill Odin, you have to deal with Kakano just bonkers RNG, right? So you kill Odin here. Sweet. But Kacano is going to be coming for you. And Kacano is definitely famous for just murdering everybody in the team. Like even with Triana and Galleon, I'm still kind of scared that this Kacano can single-handedly wins me. Because Odin is probably going to weaken the Galleon to a point where it's going to be a little bit scary. So even though we're winning this one, I feel like this is going to be an annoying variation for the Odin comp, for people in general just to see, you never know. You never know, man. That could have gone really wrong right there. But for this variation, I'm probably gonna go for like a stripper to move right after Wusa and strip them like, oh my god. Everybody should have this unit. Should. Not everybody, but most people should have this unit. This girl can strip and weaken the damage dealer like Odin and Kakano quite a fair bit with her debuff. So even if they can get their damage out, it shouldn't be very, very strong. And then you're trying to deal with them with whatever damage dealer you have. And it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So when Odin have attack break and glancing like this, even with ignore defense, he shouldn't be hurting too much. And glancing still help. Even though he has attribute advantage, he can still glance. It is not like, let's say Poseidon, which the description says the attack would not land as a glancing hit. So he can still glance, and I think Theresa is going to be a very strong counter to Odin thanks to her debuff and the strip capability if you're dealing with a Wusa Odin situation over here. So you can, okay, you're going to say Ciara, Nana, but just try to use some other damage dealer that you might have. But overall, I think Odin's going to be a very interesting unit in the upcoming changes in the meta. And he's definitely an enjoyable unit to use in guild offense because very simple unit to use. Just one skill, do big damage, have a lot of buff, and that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the new Odin buff. Let me know in the comment section what you think about Odin, and I'll see you guys in the next video.